On today's episode of Let's Talk Drones, we have more leaks on the DJI Mavic 4 as per Jasper Ellens, DroneXL, and of course their source, UU. We've also got some information on a potential release schedule for the Mavic 4. This is exciting stuff, so let's not waste any more time. Let's talk drones. What's up? It's Chris, the Drone Geek. Welcome to another episode of Let's Talk Drones. I'm happy you're here, my friends. First, before we get into the leaks on the Mavic 4, just want to point this out. First of all, I received a product from ParaZero back in December. Since then, I've not really had any type of synchronicity, any type of motivation, bandwidth. It's been very difficult since the holiday break for me to find motivation to make videos. I've gotten a few in since then, but it's just been really hard to balance my increasing workload with some other projects that I've got going on and what I'm doing here on the channel. So not giving up by any stretch of the imagination, just hit a little bit of a lapse there at the beginning of 2025. It's been rough. I want to thank the folks at ParaZero for being so incredibly patient with me. I emailed you about this. I don't know if you've seen it yet, but as I was talking about and creating a video, it was going to be the first of a series of about 2 or 3 videos on your product. I accidentally managed to pop it open. I don't know what happened, not entirely sure. I just was fiddling with it, trying to put it on the Mavic 3, and it popped off. So I want to, first of all, apologize for this. I will be in touch with you. I've already emailed you about it, but I will be in touch with you about how we resolve this. If you choose not to continue working with me because I've taken so incredibly long to even get the content started, completely understand. Dropped the ball at the beginning of 2025, but if you're willing to keep working with me, let's figure out how we get that repackaged so that I can do this review video. Happy to help how I can there. Just thank you for ParaZero for sending that to me for the Mavic 3. With luck and their grace, I will have some content coming up on that particular product for you to ingest. It's really important you know about that kind of stuff because it enables you to fly your drone over people, your Mavic 3 over people legally in the FAA and across many other aviation administrations around the world. So very cool product. Just got to get the kinks worked out and get that plan into place the way that I wanted it to be, but have failed so miserably to this point. So again, thank you, ParaZero. Let's talk. Now that we have that out of the way, Mavic 4 leaks. I know that we just did a video on this, talked a little bit about how versatile the camera system is going to be when it comes to turning, tilting, and the like. Recently, there were more images leaked of the Mavic 4. In this case, it looks like they're marketing images or potentially images that will be used in the DJI Fly app. I'm gonna go ahead and put one of those up on the screen for you now. This is the latest image that has been leaked of the DJI Mavic 4 for the Go Fly app, or at least that's what it appears it's going to be for. It's an all folded up version of the Mavic 4. We've also seen this picture in the past, same type of picture going to be used in the DJI Fly app, or so I assume it will be, with the drone unfolded. When we look at those two pictures side by side, there's a lot we can derive from this in terms of how the form factor is going to change for the Mavic 4. The first thing that I notice is that overall, the folding design has stayed relatively the same. However, there is one minor change to the folding structures on the Mavic 4 relating to the arms. First of all, the rear arms are higher than the front arms, and they also seem to fold just straight in rather than under the drone. The front arms, however, instead of folding straight in, fold under the drone and backward. So this is actually reversed from what we've seen with the Mavic 3 and the Mavic 2 and even the Mavic 1. These arms are going to fold a little bit differently around the drone for transport and storage. The other thing you'll notice here when it comes to the build of the drone is that we are maintaining, it looks like, 360-degree obstacle avoidance. You see those visual obstacle avoidance sensors still scattered about the fuselage of the drone. What I'll be interested to see, and what I'm kind of guessing might be the answer to my question, is whether or not we will see a LiDAR system, much like we saw with the Air 3S on the Mavic 4. I would guess probably. However, nothing's guaranteed. What makes me think we're going to see it with the Mavic 4 is if you look closely at the front of the drone, this is one of two things. This is either a set of small LiDAR sensors on either side of the drone, or it's where screws go to hold the drone together. But there are two black dots on the front of the drone's fuselage above the camera assembly and the gimbal assembly that lead me to believe there could be a LiDAR built in on the Mavic 4. There's also a little apparatus on the underside of the Mavic 4 that makes me wonder if we're going to see some sort of LiDAR system and visualization system on this drone. This would be huge if we do see that, because with the Air 3S, it sort of eliminated a lot of risk, not all of it, but a lot of risk when it came to automated flying and return to home, because the drone was actually in real time mapping the environment around it. So it wasn't just going off of the obstacle avoidance sensors that used a visual camera to actually detect obstacles, which are already really good and probably best in class, but it's also using a LiDAR map that it's building in to detect smaller, harder to see objects. I'm talking about branches, wires, and the sort. So you really didn't have a lot to worry about with the Air 3S when it comes to those automated flights, as well as return to home, because the drone was seeing everything at a much more specific and high level. Maybe not specific, but detailed and high level. Now, nothing is given and nothing is promised. So we don't know for sure that the Mavic 4 is going to have this built-in LiDAR system, but I'd be willing to bet that we'll see something at least similar to what we saw in the Air 3S, because it was just such an awesome feature. On top of those two images that were leaked of the Mavic 4, we also got a 5-second video clip. Woo! A 5-second video clip of the Mavic 4 out in the wild. I'm gonna go ahead and show that to you now. As you'll see here, it is either an influencer or a DJI tester in the background with the Mavic 4 in the midground, and then at some point here towards the end of the video clip, there's somebody that gets in front of the camera. Whether that was intentional or not, I don't know, but somebody does get into the front foreground of the camera and sort of cuts the whole video off. That wasn't the most exciting video clip, I know. I would have loved to have seen the drone take off, do something with the camera system, I don't know, something to show some action with the drone. But that doesn't mean that the video was completely invaluable. In fact, if you pay very close attention, you can learn quite a bit from watching this video, particularly if you pay attention to the pilot in the background. That influencer or tester in China has two things that I want to draw your attention to. First of all, they are using the DJI RC Pro 2. So that's huge. We're going to see that controller with the Mavic 4. The other thing I want to draw your attention to is it looks like they're also wearing around their neck the DJI Goggles 3. That means that we're going to see the DJI RC Pro 2, as well as compatibility between the Mavic 4 and the DJI Goggles 3. That is huge when it comes to DJI peripherals and their compatibility with this brand new drone. Again, nothing given, nothing promised, but the fact that we see somebody in the field using both of those while the Mavic is completely unfolded and looks like ready to take off or having just landed, that tells me that we're definitely going to see some compatibility there when it comes to those two peripherals. And before I get to the timeline on the schedule, I do just want to give a shout out again to our friend Jasper Ellens, as well as the folks at DroneXL and of course their source UU for providing the information for these videos. Really in-depth, good information we can all sink our teeth into most of the time, and most of it is really accurate too. So you don't ever really have to worry about the validity of what you're seeing. Jasper pretty much gets it right. I would say almost 100% of the time. Not quite 100%, but close enough that I trust him with just about anything that he says about what's coming out of DJI. That brings me to the last piece of information that's probably the most prevalent among all of us, and that is, when will we see the Mavic 4? According to Jasper Ellens in his article recently about the DJI Mavic 4, we are likely to see the drone being announced by DJI at the end of April. That's just 1 month away. And then release for actual purchase at the beginning of May. So we're thinking maybe the first week of May, we'll see this drone actually available for purchase online and in stores. Now, that brings us to a really concerning issue, especially for those of us in the United States that are DJI enthusiasts. Will we actually be able to get our hands on a Mavic 4? I don't know the answer to that for sure. I do know that in the past 9 months or so, US Customs has been extremely unfriendly when it comes to shipments coming from China, and specifically DJI, drone shipments that people need desperately to keep their businesses running, keep their organizations and their operations running as well at a cost-effective and highly efficient manner. It's gotten so bad that it doesn't just impact new purchases of new drones, it also impacts folks that are trying to redeem their DJI Care refresh. One really prominent example in the community that I'm sure a lot of you are aware of is our friend Original Dobo, Ken Dono. had crashed his Air 3S recently. He went to go cash in on his DJI Care refresh and was basically told there's nothing that DJI could do because they attempted to send one to him, but customs just, they're not playing ball at all. So a lot of these drones that are being shipped from DJI, even as a Care refresh renew for people that have crashed their drones, are being turned away at port of entry. And it's causing a huge problem for current drone owners and drone owners that are trying to purchase either new drones or first-time drone purchasers, that are trying to purchase drone technology for the first time from DJI. It's a mess. I hope that things work out between now and beginning of May so that those of us that want to purchase the Mavic 4 are able to do so. But until customs either lightens up or starts playing ball again, I think this is the reality we're going to be faced with, at least until something would happen in the form of a ban or the ban being shot down. I don't know what the future holds, and it's really difficult to say. And unfortunately, I can't really provide you much more insight than that. So be ready for maybe a very harsh reality that this brand new drone comes out, and if you live in the United States, you're not really going to easily be able to get your hands on it. What do you think? Are you excited for the DJI Mavic 4? Are you excited for some of the things that we've seen in the latest images and the release of this drone, as well as when we're going to see it actually being released? And if you live in the United States, are you concerned that maybe you won't have access to this drone when it finally does release? Let me know down in the comments below. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up icon down below. It helps me out a lot, helps get this video out into the algorithm to more viewers like yourself. If you really like this video, you love drone content shot by drones, about drones, and for drone pilots, my friend, this is the channel for you. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and while you're at it, hit the bell icon too. You'll get a notification every time I post a new video. Woo! Until next time, I'm Chris the Drone Geek. I'm out of here. See ya.